Hey YouTube, Shukun Shinobi here with a review of the brand new Tomy released Pokemon toys. Jack Specific originally had the license and they didn't get it back or didn't decide to renew it or whatever they did over there. And so Tomy, the people who mostly, for the most part, own the license over in Japan, now own it distinctly over here in America as well, and they decided to release their own Pokemon toys. So, we've got a couple sets here. We've got 6 sets altogether. This is Series 1. On the back here, you will notice that there are 3 more sets. Beartic vs. Braviary, Volcarona vs. Druddigon, Excadrill vs. Darmanitan. I have yet to see those at a retail store. According to Toy Wiz, they are out. I just haven't seen them yet. These were the only ones that I could find at all of my hunting trips. So, this is what we got going on for the first set. So we got Throw and Sock, Snivy and Panpour, Pikachu vs. Kyurem, what an interesting combination there, Tepig vs. Pansage, Scraggy vs. Yamask, and Oshawott vs. Panseer. Just a real quick thing, you can see down here there's a trainer kit that includes this roleplay Pokédex. I don't know if it's electronic, I'm not really sure. That has ID tags. All of these toys come with little Pokédex ID tags, which I'll show off later. A Pikachu and a Pokeball thing, and then a glove. So, I won't be getting that most likely. Another line that is out are the legendary figures, which include Reshiram, Zekrom in their overdrive state, Kyurem, White Kyurem, and Black Kyurem. So we'll take a look at those once I finish off the line. They also have 4 packs, which I'm looking forward to picking up, that have, there's 3 different ones with each of the Kyurems, and 3 other Pokemon in it to make a 4-pack. There's 2 different variations of Pokeball related toys that each come with a figure. So there's a lot of different variations of these toys. And one thing that experienced Pokemon toy collectors may notice, these look a lot like the Pokemon Monster Collection toys in Japan. Hasbro used to release the Monster Collection toys over here during Red, Blue, Yellow, and then Gold, Silver, Crystal, while Hasbro had the license way back when. They released them over here, the small 2-inch PVC figures. These are them. They don't look like them, they are them. So Tomy is releasing the Pokemon Monster Collection figures over here as these toys right here. So that is very interesting to note as well. So let's go ahead and get these guys open and take a look. And here we are with the group out of their packages. So like I said before, these are a 2-inch scale PVC line. They don't move whatsoever. There's no articulation in any of these figures. They're simply little statues. Like I said before, these are basically what we had for Pokemon toys way back when Hasbro was releasing the Pokemon Monster Collection back here in like groups of 3 and stuff. They had evolution sets and stuff. A lot like the way that they're distributing them now. Just for a size comparison, here's like the standard Pokemon Collection figure. Here is the legendary figure Zekrom, which we'll be taking a look at once I get all of the currently released legendary figures. So you can kind of take a look and see the size difference between the legendary figures and the basic figures. I'm not sure which line this is. It reminds me a lot of the Zukon figures, except I haven't seen a Zekrom Zukon released that is of this scale, or rather of this design, but a lot of these legendary Zukons are of this scale. I just don't recognize that Zekrom in particular. So these were released with Snivy and Panpour, so you can just kind of take a quick look at them. Snivy has a little stand because Snivy can't stand otherwise, because her legs are so tiny and miniature, or his if it's a male Snivy. Male Snivies are weird, though. There we go. So here is Snivy. All of their information right back here. Made in China, because everything is. So there's Snivy. Here's Panpour. Panpour has a lot of problems standing. The tail is molded to where it's very low to the ground. and the way it was packaged kind of pushed it down a bit, so the tail keeps wanting to knock the figure over. But there's Pampor's signature creepy smile. Good old Pampor. Knocks Snivy over. That's probably the worst of the sets in terms of stability. Haven't had a really bad problem with either of the other monkeys. Here is Tepig. Poor Tepig's information got routed to the back of its head. But adorable little Tepig. And here is Pansage, the box partner for Tepig. Almost looks like a tongue, even though that's its mouth. But there you go on those. Next up is, everyone is just knocking those guys over. In fact, they're just going to stay down until I'm done. Oshawott. Good old horribly sad Oshawott. I hope they make a happy Oshawott. Because sad Oshawotts make me sad. But I love Oshawott. Oshawott's adorable. Plus for the fact that I love bacon so much, Oshawott would probably be my favorite of the Unova starters. And here's Panseer. Looking like a cocky little freak. As says that guy on Star Fox 64. Cocky little freak. Yep. Scraggy and Yamask. I'm horrendously happy that Scraggy got a release in Series 1 because I love Scraggy a lot. And often I was contemplating picking up the Pokemon collection Scraggy. And I'm glad I didn't because now I own it. In fact, I will own it twice for reasons I will explain later in this video. But very cool little miniature Scraggy. And he was partnered with Yamask. Creepy, creepy little Yamask. But that's pretty neat as well. So very cool. Yamask is a really weird pick for a Series 1 release, but that's fine. Pikachu. Of course, you have to have a Pikachu. This is a running Pikachu. There is another one released later in the line that's just a standardized standing Pikachu. And then you got a Kyurem that's horrendously out of scale with everyone, and I think is only here because of the Keldeo movie. But here is Kyurem. Or Black 2, White 2, I suppose. A pretty cool little miniaturized Kyurem. Then finally we have Throw and Sock, the fighting duo for Black and White. Very cool. I like the little etched-in detailings on their, I guess they're gi. Even though they're Pokemon. I guess they still have clothes. And here is Sock. So very cool. I do love Sock and Throw. Both of them are actually really fun to use in game. So, really glad that those got released as well. Now I can finally set these guys back up. Alright, so for $6.99 a 2-pack, it's actually incredibly affordable. You're looking at about $3.50 a figure, which for something of this size in today's money situation actually isn't all that bad. And I really do dig them. I've always liked the Pokemon Monster Collection figures. I know Nintendo World had a huge display of Pokemon when I was there, but that was pre-Diamond and Pearl, so I'm not sure how their situation is now. But they had a lot of the Japanese Monster Collection figures there. And so I always really liked them. I liked them back when Hasbro used to do it back in the Gen 1, Gen 2 days. So I'm glad to finally see these guys get another chance of hitting the U.S. shores. And at a fairly affordable rate. $6.99 a 2-pack isn't that bad. The legendary figures here, whatever line this belongs to, in fact it could be Zukon. I haven't been keeping up with the latest Zukon releases, so I guess there's a chance it could be a Zukon release. I'm not sure if anyone knows where this Zekrom is from. Let me know. It would be really good to know. The legendary figures are $6.99 a piece, so for something that's about twice the size of a Monster Collection figure, you're looking at the same price, and it's incredibly affordable. They're also releasing a clip and carry Pokeball, which includes one of the Monster Collection figures, as well as a Pokeball that you can clip onto a belt. And then they've got like a pullback Pokeball that runs into like a little pillar. Those also include one Monster Collection figure, so you knock down the pillar, it catches the Pokemon, and then it like comes back to you or something. Those look kind of neat. So those are little gimmicks. They've also got very expensive black Kyurem and white Kyurem electronic figures. They got, I'm not sure how tall they are, but black Kyurem, white Kyurem, I think normal Kyurem, Zekrom and Reshiram vinyl figures. So they got those going on as well. And then for the Monster Collection, they've also got Evolution 3-packs with the starters, Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott, and their evolutions, each in a pack. So there's 3 of those. And then finally, there is a 4-pack of Monster Collection figures, including 3 Monster Collection figures and then 1 of the Legendary figures, either Kyurem, Black Kyurem, or White Kyurem. So that's why I haven't picked up those guys yet, because I'm waiting for the 4-packs to get to the other Monster Collection figures. So I'll be getting as much of those as I need without getting a lot of duplicates of these guys. So just kind of keep checking back on my channel. Subscribe for all you Pokemon fanatics. I do have a lot of tokusatsu on my channel, but please subscribe if you're a Pokemon fan. And I'll be reviewing as many of these Pokemon toys as I can get a hold of. And we'll see how far this line goes. I really hope it does stretch, because I would love to see at least most of the black and white Pokemon released in some fashion before we start getting into good old X and Y. So very cool. I do recommend them. Like I said, it's just nice to have a cheap, affordable Pokemon line in the US. And importing the Monster Collection figures was a huge, huge step for Tomy over here, and I do give him props for deciding to do that, because it is a great idea. So right now, these are only available on ToysRUs.com as a pre-order, ToyWiz.com, even though I don't recommend paying their prices. I just use them as a guide for when things release. And then I found these at a Meijer store, which is a store in my general region of the United States. So you might not have those by you. But keep on waiting, and I'm sure they'll be at most major retailers fairly soon. So we'll see what happens with this line, but I'm very much looking forward to what Tomy has in store for Pokemon in the United States. So you can check out ShugenShinobi.com for latest updates on my reviews and hauls, and of course you can check out Riders, Rangers, and Rambles, the podcast bringing you the latest tokusatsu news in the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great one. Bye. Good old Pampor. Never let me down.